Hey YouTube, it's Kerri from Razor Sharp Crafts, and it's been a while since I have done a video, and I'm happy to say I am done with my Air Force Reserves work. So now I can get back to crafting more often because I have my time during nap time that I can craft if I don't have to do any errands or anything. So that makes me happy. So I've been working on a project this week. And I have to say I completely love how it turned out. And this is a design team project for Diemond Dies. And go over to their site, use coupon code THANKSKerri when you order, and you'll get 10% off your entire order. And if your order is over $25, you'll get free shipping. And that's US and international. So I'm gonna, diemonddies.com, I'm gonna go ahead and move this out of our way. Okay, now the die sets that I used were the Diemond Dies Nesting Labels 1 and Fall Leaves. And for the nesting dies I used the there's one more that's smaller than this one, so I used the second, third, and fourth from the smallest, because there's one more that fits in here, and then there's this one, and this one. Whoops, you can't see what I'm pointing at. So there's one more that's smaller than this one right here. So this would be the second smallest, third, and then the fourth. So these are the dies that I used. Now I also used my recently acquired silhouette for this project. And I say recently acquired because I actually won it from a giveaway that Lori Whitmore, I think is her name. I believe it's Lori Whitmore, did on her Facebook page. So this is an altered canvas. And we need to go back. There, that gets it all in. Sorry for that glare, but if I don't have that light on, you're not going to be able to see much of anything. So, there we go. So, the tree I cut on the silhouette, and it was just called Scroll Tree from the Silhouette store. So if you're looking for it, and all I did was, I have the silhouette portrait, so all I did was make it as big as I could to fit on the mat for the portrait. And what I did was I turned it so it would cut sideways, because like this was on the long side, because this is like 9.5 inches by 8. So yeah, I had it where it like barely fit on there. And then this is just cut out of some of the brown, hold on, Prisma Magic Papers. Let's see if I can find the brown I used. Probably not. This brown. So it was, yeah, that's it. Candy Kiss. That was the brown that I used. It looks darker here, but it's got Mod Podge over it, because I Mod Podged the whole thing so that it will withstand being wiped off, because this is going to be a wall hanging. So now I'll be able to wipe dust and stuff off of it, and because it's not coming off. Put a bunch of Mod Podge over it. I was just like, okay, so, alright, the canvas to start with. Obviously it was just plain white canvas, and I wanted it to look like wood. I've got this inspiration, I was searching through, I just googled like, I don't even remember, it was like crafting pictures. I don't remember what exactly my Google search was. Sorry, I'm trying to find the paint that I used. I guess I should have done this before I started the video. Right there. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember what I was searching. I was just looking for some inspiration, and I saw something similar to this, so I decided to try it out. Yeah. Lost my train of thought for a minute there. So, I mean, obviously this is way out of season because this is like February and this is a fall project, but I get inspiration, I go with it. I don't care what season it is. So, okay, to start with the canvas, what I did is I gessoed it because I gesso every canvas just because I never really completely know exactly what I'm going to do. So I gessoed it, and then what I did is I painted it with a couple different layers of walnut stained distress paint. And I did enough layers to where it was fully covered. I would honestly, for something like this, I would kind of more recommend a thicker paint because this paint is really thin. So I'd kind of recommend a thicker paint, like a heavy body paint. But I made it work. So I painted a few layers with that, and then I went over a few layers with the Distress Paint Antique Linen. So basically just a deep brown so that it looks like wood, and then an off-white color. So I painted it all up, and then I let it dry overnight. I decided not to do the whole drying it with the heat gun because I wanted to make sure it was dry. And then what I did is I took this Tim Holtz sander that I got. Yep. And I threw it on the ground. That's what I did. Sorry. Alright. And I mean, you don't have to have the Tim Holtz one. It's really dirty still. With some sandpaper on it. You don't have to have this one. All you need is sandpaper or a sanding block. And then what I did, let me zoom in on it here, is I lightly went over it. Just enough to scratch off that antique linen and let some of the brown show through so that it looked like it was a piece of block wood. And I did it all over, like even under here. I wanted it to look vintagey, if that's a word, vintagey. Like it was a piece of wood that had been painted and this had been put on it, and so that would be the look. So that's what I did. It ended up turning out great. There are a few spots where I went a little too deep with the sanding, but I'm okay with that. And I did the same on the sides. That glare really sucks. I'm sorry. Let me tilt it a little bit that way. So, just so you can see the sides, I did the same thing. Ooh, the bottom turned out really well. So, that is how I did the canvas. Then I cut this, like I said, with the silhouette. Mod Podged it down and then Mod Podged over top of it. Then I cut all the little leaves just out of some fall colored papers that I had. Excuse me. And Mod Podged them down. And just, again, Mod Podge under them, Mod Podge over them. Same thing for the tree. Then for this, I used one of the fall papers, and then I used the same brown that I used to cut the tree. And then this is actually a piece of white cardstock that I distressed the edges with Vintage Photo, and then with my, what do you call it, the tool, the applicator tool, and the little felt thing, the sponge thing, I just dabbed onto it. Like, I literally just took it and dabbed it. Like, after I knew a lot of the, it wasn't like soaked with ink, I just dabbed it to get this kind of a, I can't think, just kind of a grittier color. Like, because the white, with it being, even with just the edges ink, that white just stood out so bad. So I knew I needed to dull it down some. And then this is cut out of the same brown as the tree again. I need to go over this with a little more Mod Podge. It's peeling up right there. But I don't think I ended up doing a full layer of Mod Podge over the whole thing when I was done. So I still need to do that. So that'll get that to stick down. This was cut with the same brown as the tree, the letters fall. And I used Designer Calendar's Cricut cartridge for my Cricut Expression. And so I cut that like that, and I just adhered them on. So that is my design team, my out of season design team project for Diamond Dies. But hey, you know, inspiration comes. You got a good idea, it doesn't matter if it's in season or not, do it up, because now when fall comes, I have a great piece to hang on my wall. And I don't have to worry about creating it. It's already done, ready to go on the wall. So there you have it. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave it in the comments below and I will answer it. Again, if you want to purchase some Diamond Dies, use coupon code ThanksKerri. You'll get you 10% off and free shipping on orders over $25. So thank you all for watching. Bye bye.